Good evening to all my wonderful viewers out there. Welcome back to another episode of Sneaker Talk, where we talk about the latest sneaker news, releases, and collections. In today's episode, we have to talk about a pretty wild sneaker pack. One that released quite recently, and unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to cover before it released. What we're going to be talking about today is the Nike SB Low Grateful Dead Dunks that released as part of a pack on Friday. Yeah, yes guys, we're a bit late to this party. We're a little bit late to this one, but what happened is on Friday, I finished up work, came home, and I was literally about to record this video. I was literally about to do it. And then a couple friends of mine were like, "Hey, Daniel, it's the end of the week. Want to go to the pub?" And I was like, "Well, end of the week, been working all week. Let's go have some drinks." So I ended up not recording it on Friday. I know, the tragic life of a 21-year-old with social obligations, Damn, why couldn't he just talk about sneakers instead? So yeah, unfortunately I didn't get to cover it on Friday. And then on Saturday, I was not too productive. And I also got invited over to a small little house gathering, so didn't get to record it on Saturday. So now, today, on Sunday the 26th of July, we are finally going to be talking about the Grateful Dead Dunks, the pack of three dunk lows, more specifically, that released this month. Now, I say this month because what happened is that 2 out of 3 of them were released online on Nike sneakers, on various online stores. They released online, and that was the yellow ones, the yellow and blue, and the green and blues. Those released online, and they're the ones that I'm primarily going to be talking about today, as the article that I have prepared for us covers those two in more detail. The orange and green one, the one that didn't release online, we're not going to be covering as much today. Now, the reason being is because, well, the article I have just doesn't cover it. But I'll tell you some reasons on why the article doesn't cover it. So the orange and green one released exclusively on July 18th to FTC Skateboarding San Francisco. The reason being for that is that these 3 dunks are inspired by a San Francisco music band known as Grateful Dead. And they decided to release one of the colorways, the orange one, exclusively in San Francisco, and obviously exclusively at a skating store, because they're dunks, they're SB dunks, people skating them, they're skate shoes, and they didn't release it online. So in today's video, I'm going to be using a Hypebeast article to cover the release, and I'll give you my thoughts and opinions on the release there. But we won't really be talking about the orange one for that reason. It already released way back on the 18th. And it released exclusively in store. So I'm going to be talking about the one that everyone really got a chance to pick up, which was the yellow and blue one, or the green and blue one. Now, I'm not going to lie, I didn't even know that this was a Grateful Dead collaboration. Honestly, when this pack of 3 dunks first initially got teased, I thought it was a collaboration with gummy bears. I mean, the colors, the fur, and just the recent collaborations with like Ben & Jerry's and 7-Eleven, I was kind of like, it's a gummy bear collaboration. But I was wrong. It was with a artist collaboration. It was with Grateful Dead. But yes, in today's video, we will be heading on over to a Hypebeast article to cover all the release details for the Grateful Dead dunks. And then I'll give you my thoughts and opinions on each of the dunks, how I feel about them, how I feel about this collaboration in general, and if I could, because remember, dunks don't come in a size 16 or 17, especially not SB dunks, I will be giving you my thoughts and opinions on, if I was able to cop these, would I wear them, and what would I wear them with? Now, if you guys want me to keep covering upcoming dunk releases, maybe there's one that I'll actually be able to cover on time. Don't forget to leave a big old like on this video, comment in the comment section down below, and subscribe to the channel. You guys have been absolutely blowing it up. You guys are absolutely crazy. I can't believe we hit 2,440 subs. I'm going to say that and 3 people are going to unsubscribe. This month. That's absolutely crazy. I can't believe we reached that milestone. How about this? We've got like a couple days left. Let's try and aim for 2,425. You know, not 45. Nothing too crazy, nothing too wild. We'll aim for that. It's like 5 subs. Let's do it. Subscribe today, guys. Share the channel around, and hopefully we can hit that milestone. But yes, okay, so we should head on over. I've crapped on enough. Let's head on over to the Hypebeast article that I have prepared for us today, where we can have a look at the 2 colorways that released online, and I'll give you my thoughts and opinions on the Nike SB Dunk Low Grateful Dead pack. Ta-da! Here we are. So we will cover the, how many images? Ooh, god damn, we got 21 images. Okay, so we've got a lot. We've got a lot of photos. I'm assuming it's going to be 10 photos each, and then maybe 1 photo left extra for like a photo of all of them. I don't know, we'll have to see. But we're going to get a lot of close-ups, a lot of different angles and looks at these dunks. But these dunks, oh my god, they are crazy. They are crazy in both color and just aesthetics and just everything. That's wild. We'll dive into all the release details that this article has for us, and then I will speak on how I feel about the dunks, about the colorway, the style, etc, etc, etc. So let's dive into it. So the Nike SB Dunk Low Grateful Dead receives an official release date. I mean, kind of a weird title for the article there. We should have gone with pack because there's multiple of them, but okay. Centered around the band's lovable symbol, the marching bears. Well, there you go. I didn't even know the band had a symbol or an icon. I guess it's marching bears. I think that's the case for like 95%. No, not even 95. It's going to be 99.5 of the people that were interested in these dunks literally don't know what the band is. I don't know what the band is, man. I don't even know who Grateful Dead is. I know there's probably some Grateful Dead fans out there that are like, wow, doesn't even know what they are. Wow. But like, I don't know who Grateful Dead is. Anyone who's buying these shoes, I don't think they're really buying them because they're Grateful Dead fans. I feel kind of bad if there are Grateful Dead fans out there that legitimately wanted these shoes. I feel like there should have been a raffling service for fans of the actual band, so they could answer questions to do with the music, and then they would have been entered in and gotten a chance to pick it up. Because as I said, I'm sure there's like less than 1% of the people that actually wanted these dunks that are actual Grateful Dead fans that probably didn't get to pick them up. So after months of teasing, as I said, when they first got teased like ages ago, like the start of the year or maybe even late last year, I initially thought they were a Gummy Bears collaboration. Come on, they had bears here. They were brightly colored. I thought it was a Gummy Bear collaboration. I think that's a pretty fair assumption there. We now have official release info for the Nike SB Dunk Low Grateful Dead, serving as the distinctive design element of the collaboration is the band's most lovable symbol, the marching bears, which appear on the back cover of the group's 1973 LP, History of the Grateful Dead, Volume 1, Bear's Choice. Oh my god, imagine calling your album that. Look at that. That is the longest album title I've possibly ever seen. No, I love listening to HOTGDVBC. How do they shorten that? What's the acronym? Jesus, let me know, Grateful Dead fans, in that comment section below. How do you shorten that into an acronym? Because who calls it that? What would also be quite interesting is that if it's something that appears on the back of the album, if you go and stream that album right now, it's not going to have these bears on the front cover art. So you're not even going to be able to see these iconic bears on the front cover art. So you got to be a dedicated fan to know which album it's on, and also know that as well, that it only appears on the back of the LP. That's crazy. The marching bears were inspired by an audio engineer nicknamed Bear, very 70s, who helped develop the group's wall of sound system as well as the cartoon symbol. So he was scribbling along there. Undeniably a major part of the Grateful Dead's legacy. As the band's benefactor, Bear was an incredibly huge part of the Grateful Dead's ability to become who they were, says David Lemme. I honestly don't know. The band's archivist and historian. They were talented musicians, but they would have the financial freedom to forego jobs, move to LA in 1966, and practice for 14 hours a day. God damn. While there's not much about the Bears that connect to the Grateful Dead's success, the band wouldn't become who they were today if it wasn't for Bear's contribution. The same ferocity, independent spirit from Bo Decker helped create that authenticity within the skate community. I suppose you can connect those together. Coming in 3 colorways, the shoe is centered around the look of the Bears with the two-tone uppers crafted of faux fur and suede accented by jagged framed midfoot swooshes. As you can see there, jagged midfoot swoosh, faux fur on these inner panels here, and on the outer panels we have suede. So no leather on this dunk here, which is quite strange. Additional branding comes in the form of bear tongue tags, Nike heel embroidery, and marching bear printed insoles. Marking the hidden zipper stash pocket detail on the tongue is another iconic identity. Ah, I didn't even know that. Okay, so we can't see it in this image, and we'll dive into it when we get to see the images, but there is a zipper on the tongue, because you know, the SB tongues are really, really fat. So they made a little hidden pocket there. I like that. That's a cool detail. That actually adds a whole nother layer to the shoe. The Steal Your Face skull, rounding up the design of the plush takes midsole and rubber outsole pairings that continue the two tones found on the upper. The Opti Yellow, Blue Fury, and Green Spark saw colorways release on July 24th on sneakers and at select skate shops, while the Opti Orange Green Fury colorway, not pictured, so there's no photo of it, okay, awesome, is set to release July 18th at FTC, the skate shop in San Francisco. So there you go. We had, although it's very weird that the article says that they released on July 24th and then the orange colorway is set. Wait, when was this article? Oh, this article was written on the 14th. Oh, that's why. Okay. So 4 days later after this article was written, we had July 18th, the orange pair released at FTC. So there you go. Okay. So that's what I was talking about before, how the orange colorway was released exclusively at a skate shop, which was FTC. Awesome. Okay, well, that's all the release details. It looks like we've got a lot to unpack here. There's a lot that's going to be going on in the images. As you can see, there is a lot of thought put into the overall design here. They have really tried to grab as much as they could out of Grateful Dead's discography, especially to do with the 1973 album History of the Grateful Dead Volume 1 Bear's Choice. Yeah, they've obviously tried to grab a lot from that LP and apply it to this shoe, so that's really, really crazy. What we'll do now is we'll dive into the 2 colorways that are featured in the article, and I'll give you my thoughts and opinions on it, what I would wear it with, if I would wear it, everything like that. Let's go do that. So we'll go through all the images and then I'll consolidate at the end. I think that's the best way to go about it. So to start it off with, we have the yellow and blue colorway there. This one was the only one that was available on Nike Sneakers Australia from memory. I had a quick squiz on Friday, had a look, and it was 160 Australian dollars. So the retail price for Americans would have been 110, if I am correct there. Yeah, I can't imagine going for this on Nike Sneakers at all. That would have been an absolute nightmare. But yeah, this was the only colorway that was released in Australia. It has got some absolutely wild details here. Faux fur on the toe box, faux fur on the sides, faux fur on the heel. I don't own any shoes that have faux fur on them, and I'm probably going to keep it that way. Why? The versatility. Like, how many outfits can you really wear with faux fur? And that's like a big thing for me when it comes to sneakers. It's the versatility, because I have bought way too many sneakers in my time that I could probably wear with like 2 outfits, and I'm like, yeah, no, it's fine, like I'll wear them all the time, man. Nah, it's got to be versatile for me to pick it up. So I just don't know how faux fur would like feel on a shoe, how it would look on a shoe, but to me it's a bit excessive. It's just a bit too much. And the colorway as well, they don't exactly make it easy. This bright yellow and blue, that's just crazy. That's just absolutely wild. There's not really much else to say on that. We'll keep diving through. The suede looks really, really nice. I can't get over that faux fur. There we go. So we have the marching bear chilling with a swoosh on the tongue there. We have the marching bear insoles there. This pack in particular, initially when I saw it, obviously I told you that I thought it looked like a gummy bear collaboration, but it also reminds me a lot of the 2006 the Three Little Bears collaboration, you know, where they did dunk lows, dunk mids, and dunk highs, because it was the, you know, Goldilocks and the Three Bears, you know, little bear, mama bear, and papa bear. Yeah, that whole pack there, just the use of faux fur on dunks and stuff just instantly reminds me of that pack. And the fact that they released 3 and it's bear related, it really makes me think back to that pack. This one, obviously, though, this pack is like the Three Little Bears on LSD. On just some hardcore drugs, man. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. It's so bright. It is so bright. Interestingly, they've chosen for a retro font for the embroidery for the Nike logo there. Interesting choice. Maybe it's the same Nike font used in the 70s to coincide with the album that released in the 70s that I've already forgotten the name of because it was so long. Maybe that's their choice. I like that choice. That's a very smart choice. You can see the zipper here that is on the tongue, probably to stash your little goodies there, some cash, some whatevers. You could stash a whole bunch of things in a tongue. I like that added feature. I think for me, I would just get a little bit annoyed with like a zipper constantly being on my foot. Like, because obviously the tongue rests on your top of your foot, right? So you can have a tongue that's just flapping around, smacking you on your foot. I don't know, maybe after a while I just forget it's there, but initially that would be quite annoying for me. You've got Grateful Dead stamped into the inside of the tongue. Ooh, that is a bright outsole. Two-tone outsole to match the two-tone color, so yellow and light blue. Oh, geez, yeah, there's a zoom in of the faux fur there. Oh my god. That looks fluffy. That looks very fluffy. It's an interesting design choice. I understand why they did it, but it just doesn't play well for the versatility. We've got a zoom in of the suede there. Looks very high quality. We can see suede up in the top left-hand corner with the swoosh there, but my big-ass head's blocking it, so sorry about that. We have, oh yeah, look, it's blue on the inside as well. We have Grateful Dead Productions with what looks like a lightning bolt down the middle of it. 2020. So that's actually pretty wild. It comes with 2 colored laces with colored lace tips. That is actually pretty wild as well. I didn't think it was going to come with extra laces, but that's really cool. And moving on, we have the next color, which is the green color. I think this one's a lot more toned down. Using green with blue works a lot better, and the green isn't as vibrant as the yellow. I would be interested in asking the designer why they chose to use the color palette they did. Maybe, because I don't know what the back of the album looks like, maybe the bears were actually those 3 colors, green and blue, yellow and blue, and was it orange and green? That was the 3rd colorway? I honestly forget the orange one because there's no photos. Yeah, I'd be interested to find out why they chose that design, that color. But yep, we can see the little bear chilling on the inside there. We can see, it's interesting, the bears have a mane, right? Or whatever the hell you call that fur under the throat of a bear. And it's replicated on the swoosh. There you go. The jagged swoosh there. That's a very cool design choice. All in all though, I got to give him props for the just attention to detail. There was also merch that came along with it. Okay, there you go. So, interestingly, the merch highlights that there is more than 3 bears though. There's the green and blue, there's the orange and green, there's the there's the 3 colors there. The yellow and blue, green and blue, and the orange and green. But there are other colors. There's blue and yellow, there's pink and blue. I think I did see rumors that there are actually like those colorways of the shoes as well, but they were friends and family only. So I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if that's the truth or not, but it's interesting that they highlight that there's 5 bears here in the here on this piece, but they didn't do 5 dunks to release to the public. So that's kind of interesting. I like the font on the actual bucket hat there. The material looks really cool. I like its retro style. that's pretty wild. So I didn't know that they actually released merch alongside with it. All in all, summing up these dunks, you could wear them with tie-dye. Not necessarily rainbow tie-dye, but tie-dye that's matching with the color of the actual dunk itself. So if you got the green pair, you could get some green tie-dye shirts. Something very hippie, something very San Francisco, if you know what I mean. That's what I would probably wear with it. And the reason that I'm not hugely sold on these dunks is because I have literally no tie-dye in my wardrobe. I know that's like generally a staple for a lot of people. It's a very cool, a very awesome thing to wear in summer, but I just don't own any tie-dye. No tie-dye for me. So that's one of the reasons why these dunks don't appeal to me. If I was able to pick them up, like if they said, Daniel, we'll make you a size 16, we'll make you a size 17, we'll give them to you, would you wear them? I mean, if you went to the effort of making such a big ass furry shoe, I'd probably wear it, but it would just be, yeah. The problem is the versatility. Coming back to it, these days, sneakers that I'm interested in have to be versatile in both color and silhouette. If the color is just super whack, super hard to wear, you know, it's got less outfits in my wardrobe that I could wear it with, I probably wouldn't end up going for it. So if they did say, hey, we'll make you a size 16 if you buy it, I probably wouldn't do it, purely just because I just don't have a lot of stuff that I could wear this with. I mean, you can wear it with like an all black fit, an all white fit. Whenever something is like really intense in color, especially sneakers, when sneakers are really intense in color, the easiest outfit that you can wear that'll work every single time with crazy colored sneakers is all black or all white. It's literally the go-to. Or monochromatic, you know, just do like black or white or all white or all black. It's literally the go-to for stuff like this. But if I was given the opportunity, probably gonna be a no from me, just because it's, yeah, they're just super wild. All three colors, you know, the orange ones, the yellow ones, the green ones. My favorite is probably the yellow, just because it's so unique. And it's just so loud and so in your face, and I kind of like that attitude of this sneaker. But yeah, they were a wild pack. I don't know if they'll be doing the other colors, because you know how we just saw that on the Bears. I don't know if we're going to be getting the other colors anytime soon, but that is wild. That is absolutely wild. If I was given the opportunity, it's probably a no from me, but I'm blown away by the dunk releases that we are getting in 2020. And I want to hear from you guys. How did you feel about all these Grateful Dead dunks releasing this month? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you manage to pick any of them up? I don't know. There are a lot. We've got a big American viewership here, so maybe some of you guys actually went down to FTC on July 18th and actually picked up a pair. Maybe you did. But how do you feel about these? They're just super loud, super wild. What would you rock with them? How would you wear them? I'm still going with, hey, look, if you get two-tone tie-dye, like if you make your own tie-dye shirt and do it in yellow and blue to match the sneakers, that's a vibe. You could do tie-dye hoodies and stuff to match the vibe of this. That's the way to do it. But I want to hear from you guys. How would you style this? Would you pick these up? Are these too overhyped and it's just the hype is the reason why people like these? Or do you genuinely think this is like a well-designed sneaker and these are good colorways? Let me know. Let me know all your thoughts and opinions on the Grateful Dead Dunk Pack on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or as always, down in that comment section below. And that's really it, guys. Yeah, it's pretty wild. So that's all my thoughts and opinions on the Grateful Dead dunks. It's a cool collaboration. Don't get me wrong. They put a lot of thought and detail into it. If you manage to pick them up at retail, I wouldn't resell them. I mean, you know me, I'm not a reselling kind of guy. If you manage to pick these up, I think you should love them, wear them, beat them to death, because this is just an awesome sneaker that like 10 years down the line, if you've still got them in good nick, people would go crazy for them. This is just like, this is going to be one that people are going to remember for years to come. The dunk collectors are going to go crazy for. It's a big monumental release in 2020. Definitely. Would I wear it and pick it up? Probably not. If they, as we said, if they made a size 16 or 17, I probably wouldn't be looking to pick it up just because it's so wild. And I like my versatility when it comes to sneakers. So it's it's just probably not for me. But there's a lot of crazy people out there that love their tie-dye, so maybe these sneakers are like the best thing in the world to you. Maybe you absolutely love them. Maybe you want to cop all three. Good luck on getting the orange pair, because honestly, I don't know how you're going to get the orange pair. The orange pair, with it releasing at FTC, that thing is going to be ridiculously expensive online. But good luck to you if you are looking to pick that up. The crazy collaboration, not really for me, but I want to hear from you guys. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you wish that they did all the dunks? Because you know how there were more teddy bears on that bucket hat than there were dunks? Do you kind of wish that they did a pink one, a blue one? Because those were the two colorways that we saw on the teddy bears that didn't get translated over to the dunks. Let me know. Let me know all your thoughts and opinions on the Nike SB Dunk Low, Grateful Deads, down in that comment section below. And of course, you know, if you want me to cover the next SB release, don't forget to leave a big old like on this video, comment in the comment section down below, and subscribe to the channel, as we are trying to aim for 2,445 subs by the end of July. It's less than 5, although in saying that, when I upload this video, I reckon someone's going to unsubscribe. So let's see if we can hit it. Share the channel around, share the channel to all your mates, subscribe today if you're not subscribed, and hopefully we can hit that milestone of 2,445 by the end of July. But that's all I've really got to say about the Grateful Dead pack. All in all, the pack's a cool concept. They put a lot of thought and detail into it. I like what they did. It's not for me. I personally wouldn't wear it, but I wouldn't dunk on it. I wouldn't think that it's, no pun intended, by the way. I don't think it's absolutely horrible. It's just not my vibe. I know a lot of people will love it. I know a lot of Grateful Dead fans will probably love it, but that's it. That's all I really got to say about the pack, guys. So until the next Nike SB release, until the next Dunk release, until the next Dunk Low release, or Dunk High release, or maybe if they do a Dunk Mid like the Three Little Bears, I'll definitely cover it. Until that next video, guys, I'll catch you later.